I'm Anthony, and I thought it would be fun for me to make a little video about some of the adventures that I'm going to have coming up, hopefully, in 2021. I've never made a video like this, and I'm not sure who I'm making it for. It might just be for me to remember some of the things I've done when I've gotten too old to do it anymore. Maybe I'm going to share with friends or family, and maybe I'll put it up on YouTube and share it with the world. I don't know, but I thought that this would be something fun to do and a cool way to figure out how to use this new GoPro camera that I bought. So my story is I'm a trail runner. I've been doing this for, I don't know, several years. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I heard about this race called UTMB. That's the Ultra Trail Mont Blanc. It is a 100-mile foot race around Mont Blanc, starting in Chamonix, France, going through Italy, Switzerland, back to France, covering just over 100 miles and over 30,000 feet of elevation gain. When I first heard about this race, I thought it was absolutely insane and impossible, and I had to find out how I could get into it. So for the next several years, I ran more and more longer and harder races until in 2019, I got the races to qualify to enter UTMB, and I entered and was lucky enough to be selected to run for 2020. 2020 started with a lot of training and a lot of excitement, and come May of that year, the race was canceled because of COVID. So that was a bust. I was pretty crestfallen and not happy about that, but you know, what are you gonna do? I figured there's always next year. So 2021 rolled around and I started looking at UTMB because I had a guaranteed entry in any of the next 3 years. And I was excited, getting ready to run it, started my training. I even booked an apartment in Chamonix. And soon I started to feel more and more concerned about the travel, more anxious that it wouldn't happen. I didn't want to waste more money, and the logistics of getting to Europe, quarantining, getting tests before you get on a plane, quarantining when you get back to Canada, it was just, it was too much, and I figured the experience would not be the same. So after much deliberation and talking with friends and even asking Gary what he would do.
Hey Anthony, thanks for reaching out and connecting. Thanks for running some of the races over the years. Trust me, I appreciate where you're coming from on this. I coach athletes, and this is a conversation that I've been having every week with people, and I'm solidly on your side right here. I think you're making a really intelligent decision.
I decided 2021 was not the year for me to run this. All was not lost though, because I had entered the Expedition Canada Adventure Race. It's the first adventure race being held in Canada as far as I know, and it's a multi-sport race. It's in June of this year in the Okanagan Valley in British Columbia. It's running, mountain biking, paddling. I think there's some rappelling and some swimming in there. The distance is about 350 to 400 kilometers. The course is open for, I believe, 4 days. They expect the winner to come in 2 days. And I've never done anything like this before. You get the course map, I think, 2 hours before race starts. Nothing is marked. So you have to navigate the course with nothing but a map and a compass. No GPS or anything else allowed. So I thought that would be something different, challenging, exciting, and new. So I signed up, got together a team of 4, and entered that race. So I will be training for that this year. That's in June. I was really disappointed that I didn't have a big 100-mile race on the books this year. All of the races in 2020 were canceled, so you couldn't just sign up for them. There were wait lists if registration was even opened. So I put myself on a few wait lists, and a few weeks ago I got an email that I got into the Fat Dog 120. The Fat Dog 120 is a 120-mile trail race in British Columbia. It starts somewhere, I believe, around Carameus, and it ends in E.C. Manning Park. It's exquisite mountain running, alpine ridges, and meadows, and some of the most amazing land that this province has to offer. It's also extremely remote and wild backcountry. I've known about this race for several years, but was always simply too scared to run it, figuring it was way too remote, way too difficult, and 120 miles is 20 miles further than I've ever run. I got into the race, and I have a talent of convincing people to do things they maybe wouldn't otherwise want to do. So I convinced a good buddy of mine to sign up and run the race with me. He got in off the wait list as well. So we both signed up, and and we're off to run that race in August of this year. So I figured for the next few months I'm gonna chronicle my running and my adventures and what training looks like. There's gonna be a lot of running. Most of it I assume is gonna be just climbing, so a lot of ups and downs. And when spring is here, I will be doing some paddling training and maybe throw a little bit of swimming. And for the first time in about 20 years, I started hitting the weight room again, lifting weights and just getting into shape for these two big races. I'm pretty excited. These are definitely two biggest races I've ever done in my life. I've done some 100-mile races before, but nothing with the elevation of Fat Dog. It's just shy of Everest in terms of elevation gain, and certainly nothing 120 miles. So I will document some of the training that I do. I'll maybe check in every week to start, see how it goes, see if I remain interested, if people remain interested, and hopefully I'll be able to share some of this adventure with. Anyways, that's it for my first dispatch. I hope you guys are out there enjoying wherever you are and doing lots of running and adventure, and I will see if I can make a video out of this and talk to you guys later.